Humans have invented some incredible things over the years. It only seems to be accelerating. If for nothing else than out of necessity for the most powerful supercomputers on the planet to the most impactful aquatic research vessels to cut the seas. Here are 15 incredible machines you wouldn't believe existed. Number 15. The Clock of Long Now. When it comes to making a lasting impact, Jeff Bezos is certainly getting his tendrils into everything. This project is pretty cool. Engineers and contractors are building a giant multi-room clock inside a mountain. The clock will tell the time for the next 10,000 years. Despite its low-key website reminiscent of a local blogger, this is indeed a Jeff Bezos project. Why are the cloak and dagger Mr. Bezos? Get this thing out here. Not surprising, there are a lot of surprises in the story. Danny Hillis, a computer scientist and entrepreneur, who first imagined the 10,000-year-old clock in 1986, has his name all over this. He deems it as his brainchild. Now a visiting professor at MIT Media Lab with a penchant for building supercomputers, robots, and theme park rides. He precisely is the kind of guy who decides he wants to build a vast Ian clock in a mountain with the aid of Jeff Bezos. So how does it work, and how will it last? The longevity of its time scale is a more significant engineering challenge than expected. The clock is designed to take just once a year and chime once per millennium. Engineers are blasting rooms in the mountain to install piles of gears and flywheels. Anyone thinking steampunk here? According to Bezos, the Amazon founder and richest man on the planet, the clock will be 500 feet tall. All mechanical, powered by day-night thermal cycles and synchronized at the solar moon. It's still a ways from completion. Like and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get 1 week good luck for you. Try this, it really works. Number 14. Boston Dynamics Robotic Dog. The once Google-owned Boston Dynamics robotics firm, now part of Japan's tech giant equivalent SoftBank, just gave its dogfight robot Spot an upgrade and released sales to the public. Don't go jumping at the pre-order, however. These bad boys cost as much like a top-tier luxury car. The Spot, so aptly named, now features a recharging capability that the robot can use to power up all on its own when it senses its nap time. Boston Dynamics CEO Robert Plater said that this allows the robot to cover a much broader range and be located in more remote locations. Does only the homes of the Elite One count as remote now? Spot also now has access to a retractable arm. Yeah, like our 2D2 that allows the robot to perform tasks such as opening doors or drawers, adjusting valves, flipping switches, and turning knobs. I can't believe they omitted a pincer of some sort to grab drinks. Hey, we were all thinking it. Maybe next time it would make a sandwich. When it's capable of those things, just give me a call. Until then, this price is just insane, and for the record, yeah. The robot, which can carry a maximum weight of 31 pounds, was launched in 2019 and found one of its most high profile in the medical industry. Number 13. The Ditch Cleaning Machine. This one should fulfill any OCD dreams out there. This incredible farm equipment attachment, dubbed the Ditch Cleaner, is as efficient as it is enjoyable to watch. Like, seriously, why is this so fun to watch? I liken it to the stroke of a paintbrush across a canvas, smooth, clean, and attractive. Ditch cleaners are compact, powerful machines capable of operation in any climate, removing silt and vegetation with ruthless efficiency. The machine can swap from left to right-hand roads in minutes. This allows the soil to be spread on either side of the ditch with almost complete control, spills in just moments. I don't know about all the sweat and tears behind the machine, but it's easily mesmerizing. Number 12. Summit, the world's most powerful computer. In 2018, the United States overtook China as the country with the most powerful supercomputer. China's Sunway Taihu Lite supercomputer was overtaken by IBM's Summit supercomputer, and that's putting it lightly. This super server raised the bar leaps and bounds, With a peak performance of 200 petaflops, or 200,000 trillion processes per the second, Summit more than double the top speeds of Taihu Lite. which reached 93 petaflops. Summit is also the first computer capable of over 3 billion mixed precision calculations per second and more than 10 petabytes of memory. That's a lot, I know, but bear with me. The colossal power boost has allowed researchers to run the world's first exascale scientific calculation requiring at least 1018 floating point operations per second. How much does one shell out to own this masterpiece? A cool 200 million. On its most basic model. Throw 20 extra million and get state-of-the-art cooling to increase those clock speeds. Despite all the extra horsepower under the hood, the server is still relatively energy efficient. The Sunway consumes 15 megawatts and Summit only 13. Number 11. The Prelude. The heralded world's biggest ship is on its way to becoming one of the oil industry's biggest flops. Prelude, a 600,000-ton monster, or a monstrosity, is 5 times the size of the largest U.S. aircraft carrier. Designed to produce liquefied natural gas, otherwise known as LNG, and other petroleum liquids. The ship is finding it difficult to pass even the essential safety requirements for commission. This massive undertaking is a bold experiment by none other than the monster oil company Royal Dutch Shell. Installed atop a remote gas-filled 300 miles off the northwest Australian coast, the 535 yards long, hugely expensive vessel. This is technically a barge because, since it can't propel itself, hasn't produced a drop of LNG since early 2020. Due to safety failures, the vessel was forced closed in January with an end date yet to be set. Thus far, the Shell company has lost nearly $17 billion as it continues to sit burning money as fuel, instead of what it was designed to do. Number 10. The Hadron Collider. The Large Hadron Collider, otherwise known as the LHC, it's the world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator. First started in 2008, it remains the latest addition to CERN's accelerator complex. The accelerator consists of a 27-kilometer ring of superconducting magnets with several accelerating structures to boost the particle's energy along the way. Ever heard of a particle accelerator? Well, let me break it down for you. Inside the accelerator, 2 high-energy particle beams have given the energy to travel close to the speed of light. At this time, the 2 particles are then forced to collide. The beams travel in opposite directions in separate beam pipes, both in the ultra-vacuum state. They're guided around the accelerator ring by a strong electromagnet fine-tuned to the element being used. The process is also known in semiconductor production known as the implantation process, though on a much smaller scale. The electromagnets are built from coils of electric cable that operate in a superconducting state, efficiently conducting electricity without resistance or loss of energy. This requires some massive cooling, otherwise these bad boys would melt through their enclosures, chilling the magnets to negative 271.3 degrees Celsius, a temperature colder than outer space, proved to help them in the process. For this reason, much of the accelerator is connected to a distribution system of liquid helium which cools the magnets. Should one of these systems fail, it could screen bad news. Even if they're just tiny particles at that speed and energy, and depending on their makeup, they could act as a bomb detonating. Now you see the forces of nature. Humans have their hands in both, exciting and scary. Number 9. The Overburdened Conveyor Bridge F-60. It may look like the Eiffel Tower, but it's anything but. It's called the F-60, and it sits cozily in the countryside near Litterfall. This monster is the most enormous existing overburdened conveyor gantry which has ever been built. Wow, that was a mouthful. Now it's the star attraction at the F-60 Visitor Salieri. Get this. They've opened up climbing the beast to the public under the careful eye of experienced guides and climbers, of course. At the highest point, there's a viewing platform soaring 264 feet above the ground. You can gaze out over the barren landscape from the platform. Nature has all but taken over the mine at this point. It doesn't take long. A new world is gradually being created from a landscape of crater and rainfall. F-60 is metaphorically the bridge from the past to the future. From dusk till dawn, its foreboding steel outline is a stark contrast against the sky. Number 8. The Tyson Cranes. Take a look at this beast. I present to you the world's largest crane. The Tyson crane system holding the record for the top 3 heaviest lifts. This China-made crane is the strongest in the world today, by a landslide, with a working load limit of over 44 million pounds, or 20,000 metric tons. This crane is nothing short of incredible. This isn't a modern marvel, this is a future marvel, as most other nations have yet to create anything to such scale. The amount of wire rope alone to operate Tyson stretches just over 31 miles. This allows for an incredible lift load limit and a reach like Muhammad Ali. When it comes to crane capability, this baby can surely float when it needs to and sting when it has to. Number 7. Self-driving trucks. We all knew it was coming. Yet there seems to be so much debate on the topic. As sure as the sun rises, there are bound to be autonomous transportation efforts that meet human resistance. While it's undoubtedly more profitable and efficient, what about the human drivers? I'm not saying it's not legitimate to complain, but we all saw it coming. There are already freight trucks in testing phases showing some incredible numbers that humans who require food and sleep just can't contend with. Where there will be growing pains, the world will eventually be a better place for it. Less energy, less gas, and more opportunities for those workers to learn new skills. Sure, jobs are going away that haven't changed throughout history. As technology continues to rise, so will specific jobs disappear? Humanity and technology evolve side by side. After the hiccups and the tech become better, the roads become safer. You gain more personal time when traveling, considering you won't have to worry about driving. If cars operated like computer, data such as the exact size and speed of every vehicle and traffic would be known and processed. Traffic would turn into a well-oiled machine when human error is removed from the equation. Number 6. Big Bertha. Before you know how Big Bertha, the world's largest tunnel boring machine, came to Seattle, you must first understand its history. Born of necessity in the not-too-distant past, the monstrous machine has all but saved the city. Seattle was one decent earthquake away from many of its vital highways collapsing. Something had to be done, and done fast. Enter Big Bertha, named after the late Seattle Mayor B.B., was handcrafted to carve what would be the largest tunnel in the world. All within the tight limits that is Mother Nature's ticking clock. The scale of the project was unprecedented, and the drill size equally so, standing 5 stories tall and wide, and an incredible 365 feet long. Big Bertha will forever stand as a testament to human ingenuity and adaptation. This isn't some run-of-the-mill tunnel machine, however. This is a next-level engineered beast that cleans up after itself, too. By cycling the rocking concrete, it excavates on a conveyor through and out the belly of the beast. The back portion of the tunneler installs concrete panels that will make up the tunnel walls and floor. I mean, this thing is as futuristic as it gets. Yet it cuts out tunnels, sweeps it out, and builds it back up, all within the same few moments. When its monstrous head pops out the exit, all that's remaining for human hands to do is lay the road. This machine will undoubtedly pave the future of our city construction. Number 5. FAST, the world's biggest telescope. China is home to the world's largest telescope. For some time they held the exclusivity to themselves. Now they're opening their research capabilities for international scientists to do with it as they wish. With the approval, of course. The 500-meter aperture spherical radio telescope, FAST, or Skies, or Heaven's Eye, is a radio telescope located in the Dao-Dang Depression, a natural basin in Pingdong County in southwest China. With a 1,600-foot diameter dish constructed in the natural depression of the landscape. It's the world's largest, the second largest single-dish aperture after the sparsely filled Russian Rotan 600 in Russia. China will start accepting requests sometime in 2021 from foreign scientists looking to use their research instruments. The dish is also surrounded by a 3-mile radio silence zone in which cell phones and computers are not allowed. They take the security and quality of their research seriously. Number 4. SpaceX Falcon Heavy. We live in incredible times. From technology that progresses humanity forward to some significant hurdles humans are forced to adapt to. Exciting is the least of the words that can describe it. One of the most interesting comes in the form of space travel advances. There is none more advanced than SpaceX and NASA's combined efforts. Technology that made it possible to observe both launches and return of rockets with near pinpoint precision, not to mention a moving platform. Its maiden launch in 2018 ushered in a new era of space travel capability. From there, the technology has only gotten more efficient and smarter. It was designed with the ability to carry humans into deep space in the mind. Unfortunately, as of February 2018, SpaceX has said that they will not transport people on the Falcon Heavy, nor pursue the human rating certification process required to transport astronauts. Both Falcon Heavy and Falcon 9 will eventually be superseded by the secretive in development Starship launch system built from the ground up from the learning of the Falcon projects. Number 3. The Super Maglev train. Trains, as instrumental as they were in the past, have fallen in popularity. That is soon a change. With Maglev technology, trains will be able to travel at incredible speeds, with little maintenance. Due to their floating nature and with the cheap cost of admission, this is the travel of the future. China has recently unveiled a bullet train prototype that engineers say can reach 385 miles per hour. Dubbed the Super Bullet Maglev train, it boasts more than twice the Eurostar fleet speed and could travel between London and Paris in a mere 47 minutes. Number 2. SAM 100 Bricklayer. Laying bricks is one of the more meticulous and pricey forms of construction. I'm talking solid brick, not the tile stuff that's glued onto plywood. Because of the time required, partly because of the physical labor, bricklaying is considered a luxury material and type of construction. The price tag of the pure brick house reflects as much. I'm interested to see if brick houses will remain the high-dollar item after the mass deployment of this incredible machine. Apply the methodology here to the 3D printed brick house, and you could cut the cost by a significant amount, opening the doors to a broader range of people. For now, we'll just have to deal with the SAM 100, which squeezes brick and mortar jobs out like a tube of toothpaste. I mean, just observe this thing. It spreads mortar onto the brick with near perfect smoothness, places the next brick with level precision, all while completing the project at a whopping 6 times faster than any human. Today, it feels like you can't throw a rock without hitting something crafted by a robot. There's no stopping the robot takeover, but it's not as dire as many think. Where there's freedom of worry from one aspect of life, other more pressing matters can be addressed than after. We just have to be apt and willing to adapt. Number 1. Nautilus Ocean Explorer. You know, we live in a rocking time when most have access to the technology offering the capability to view space explorations and deep ocean voyages with just a few clicks of a computer mouse. The 2019 Nautilus expedition pushed this technology further, offering its viewers live feeds from its research endeavors in the ocean, with crystal clear cameras and footage never before recorded, let alone shared. The Nautilus was a sea explorer's dream come true. A research station on the ocean that could change location on a whim. All of its files still open to the public. Though we're talking hours upon hours of research you can skim through. The massive ship has equipped with the top-of-line equipment, including a deployable remote control drone capable of diving to depths of around 6,000 feet. The Nautilus Ocean Explorer is hailed as one of the more incredible aquatic research machines available to man. Investors and researchers will utilize this machine for years to come. This is the end of our video. Do you know any technology that gonna change the future? Let us know in the comments. You can also watch some more amazing videos on our channel here.